Hello there and welcome to GamerActor Live. My name is Bengt and I will be your host today. I am playing a game called Syberia 3, and as you may have figured out, it's the sequel to Syberia 1 and 2. I actually played the first Syberia many moons ago. I can't quite remember when it was, but like early this millennium. Anyway, it's been a while since Syberia 2. It's sort of a narrative, point-and-click adventure style game, and it follows the heroine, Kate Walker. I can't say that I remember too much about it. I actually wasn't. I think Syberia came at the wrong time for me personally as a gamer. I was not at all into the sort of the slow narrative games at that time, so I can't remember much about it, and I remember not enjoying it a great deal. I know some people did though, so I have an open mind with the third game that we're going to start playing very soon. Hopefully everything turns out as it should be. Been having some issues switching between XSplit and the game, but hopefully it'll kick off as it should. So here we go. All right. Alright. Made with Unity. And as always, if you have any questions, etc., let me know. I will at least be monitoring the Twitch chat, but I think I'm gonna dial up, see if I can get some other chats up as well. If you got any questions, if you're wondering anything, I'm by no means an expert on the game, as you probably already figured out by my little intro there. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's see if we have any options set here. Game options. So there's a couple of different difficulty levels. I'm gonna be a bit casual and play on Voyage here, which means it's a bit simpler. There's also an adventure option, which probably will make you'll challenge your gray cells a little bit more. But since I haven't had time to play this at all before the live stream, sadly, had to go and find a new Wi-Fi adapter. That's the long and short of it, but that's it. So that's why. But I'll be playing Voyage just so that we don't get stuck too much. But there's still the opportunity that I'll suck at the game. So there's every chance for you to see me fail anyway. But that's what I'll be going to do. And I'll shut up now so you can see the intro along with me. It's just loading a little bit, but I think that's good. And well, loading. Now here we are. I don't recall Kate Walker looking exactly like Lara Croft, but I don't know.
3 months ago, nomads found her dying in northern Siberia. Walker, Kate Walker, born in New York in the United States. She had an American passport on her. She showed up at the clinic last week. She's recovering. She's fine.
You're certain, Olga Efimova? You have to keep her there until we arrive.
I will do what it takes. You can count on me, Colonel.
Cakewalker? Yeah. Kate Walker. I think it's the French proper pronunciation of this. Alright.
Hello.
My name is Kirk, Kate Walker. Kirk of the Youkol tribe. Do you remember the Youkols?
Where are we? My memory's all mixed up. There was a terrible blizzard with snow and ice, and then nothing.
We are in the clinic of Dr. Zamyatin, in the town of Valsambor.
How did I end up here?
We Youkols migrate with our snow ostriches to the sacred lands. It's a long journey. A very special journey. 1 month ago, we found you dying on a riverbank there in the north. We took you in and our shaman cared for you. Afterwards, we continued our journey. And today, we are both here to finish getting better.
Alright, so I should say that
You can talk to me, Kate Walker.
it's the PC version I'm playing, and we are allowed to play it a little bit earlier.
Kate Walker.
So
You lost
let's
a
go with
leg.
that.
It was an accident, you know. Some people don't like nomads like us. But don't worry about me. Dr. Zamyatin asked a master craftsman from Valsambor to make me a new leg, and he's going to put it on me when it's ready. It will be like a brand new leg.
There's something oddly unfitting about his
That
voice
was the decision of
and
Olga,
the look
Dr.
of the
Zamyatin's
character.
assistant. She says I'm too restless, and it's the only way to make sure I get better.
And that's not just a lip sync.
Apparently, it's going to take a long time to make my artificial leg. And in the meantime, my people are without a guide and are waiting for me, with the herd, so we can continue.
The Youkols I've met didn't speak my language anywhere near as well as you. I'm very impressed.
From time to time, missionaries and merchants came through our village. I learned very quickly, Kate Walker. It's important if I am to guide my people.
I don't mean to be rude, Kirk, but aren't you a bit young for that?
The spirits do not take age into account when they choose a chief for the Youkols. And the spirits are very wise. They do not make mistakes when they choose the one who will guide our people on the sacred migration.
Why do the Youkols make the journey?
My people live in symbiosis with the great snow ostriches, Kate Walker. Their wool protects us from the cold, their excrement feeds our crops, and their meat feeds us. They are also our mounts and beasts of burden, so we must follow them wherever they go.
And do they migrate because of the weather?
No, Kate Walker. They go to the sacred lands to reproduce. It is an event that only occurs a few times per century. For the Youkols, it is rare to be able to boast of having participated in more than 3 migrations during one's lifetime.
If you don't mind my asking, about your leg, what exactly happened to you?
Soldiers bombed the route we were taking with our caravan. For no reason. just to frighten us and force us to turn back. I was a bit too close to the explosion. A piece of rock. That's it.
You mean the authorities did it on purpose? But why?
They think that the snow ostrich migration has no place in today's world, and that my tribe should settle down once and for all. But we will never do that, Kate Walker. That would mean defying the spirits. And the Youkols fear the spirits far more than the soldiers.
Well, Kirk, I'm delighted to have made your acquaintance. I guess I have to go tell the staff that...
How formal.
I feel fine, and I have no intention of hanging around here.
Of course, Kate Walker. I'm sure someone will be in the yard. Maybe even Madame Olga.
All right. Look around.
What? Hello? Is anybody there?
I don't think anybody heard you, Kate Walker. Try using the call button that's located next to the door.
All right. Just want to get my bearings a little bit. Okay.
Bolted tight. Nothing. It doesn't work, Kirk.
I think I saw some of the staff using it the other day. Take a good look at the mechanism, Kate Walker. Maybe you can find a way to get it working again.
See what it says.
This diagram shows how to turn the call button on, but I can't do anything until I can get at the internal mechanism.
Search the room. I'm sure you'll be able to find something you can use to open it up with.
A handy screwdriver. Perhaps. Soup. Ah, the knife. Let's take it.
That should do the trick quite nicely. Now try to use it to see if you can repair the call button.
I think he should start calling us Kate, because... Alright. Oh, that's pretty neat how that works.
Right. Let's see if I can repair the mechanism.
If you're not sure, maybe the diagram you saw earlier might help.
Seems pretty straightforward, right? Whee! Alright.
Finally. Right. Now I just have to find a supervisor.
Well done, Kate Walker. I'm going to have a bit of a rest now. Please try to come back and say goodbye to me before you go.
Please come back, Kate Walker. Alright. Actually, that's a mistake there on the Twitch. We are playing the PC version, not the PS4 version. I'm playing with a Xbox One controller if you're interested. Alright, so let's see. See where we're going. Alright, so that's the door. We need to go back to find Kirk. Say goodbye. I think we should.
The light, the wind, the heat. I can still feel it all. I dream of it every night.
Need to find some sort of lever. Or is it that one? No.
No way.
No way. It says K Walker. So let's just see if we can.
I really tried. I tried to tell them I was a whole lot better. They just wouldn't listen.
Interesting.
Hello.
And who might you be, miss?
Yeah. Who are we speaking to?
My name is Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate. Kate Walker. That doesn't sound too local.
Yeah. So how did you get here, Kate? Kate Walker?
The Youkols brought me here.
The Youkols. They're nothing but chicken thieves. A whole bunch of scumbag morons doing nothing but infesting the streets of Valsambor.
Yeah. Now they've come here to do their dirty work.
You mean Kirk, I suppose.
For 20 years we've been in this clinic. Since we got back from Baranor. Listen, this place has always actually been a quality establishment. I don't mind admitting. So we were pretty disappointed when we heard that Madame Olga is now letting in those degenerate scumbags from up north.
Come on, Anton, come on. Madame Olga knows very well what she's doing. She must have her reasons for letting those midgets in here.
So have you really been here for 20 years?
Yeah. At first, we were kept for observation with some of our buddies after that damn mission to, Baranur.
Leon and me, we're almost the last ones still here now. We don't know what happened to the others. Gotta say, some of them were pretty bad. Worse than us. Some guys who got it pretty bad.
Fortunately, Madame Olga looks after us right. They look after us nicely here.
Yeah. She looks after us good. She's a real lady, if you want my opinion.
Weird.
Baranur? What's Baranur?
A place. It's a goddamn hellhole.
What are you talking about, Anton?
That's all I have to say about it, Kate. Kate Walker. Let's stir up the past.
Alright.
Can you tell me where the exit is, please?
It's there. But you won't be able to leave until you've had a meeting with Dr. Mongo Ling in his office.
Yeah, he's the one who knows if you're cured or not.
I'll be leaving you then, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Yeah, I agree that there's
Kate Walker.
strange choice of some of the voices here. They don't really match the character on screen. Times, but this is a game that is, I think, supposed to be a little bit quirky in that sense as well. So
Have you seen the mammoths too? Go tell the staff, that way maybe they'll believe me. And have you seen any dragons too?
alright, sounds like he's quite insane.
Ah, you're finally awake, number 10. What can I do for you?
Well, it seems to me that I'm cured. And now I'd like to be on my way.
Given your condition, that would seem somewhat premature and perhaps even unreasonable, number 10.
What do you mean, my condition?
You're in a coma for quite some time. That's not negligible. And even if you seem better physically, there may well be serious psychological after effects.
So you're refusing to let me leave?
Oh, no, of course not, miss. I have no intention of abusing
He
any
doesn't
of the
look
properties
very
of my
well.
position. Nonetheless, first you must submit to a series of tests that are designed to demonstrate that you have fully recovered. You understand. Please, sit down.
Please sit down
Yes, don't be afraid.
in this.
What the?
Kate Walker.
Don't worry about these restraints. Merely a simple formality that's part of the protocol that Dr. Olga, our supervisor, has implemented.
Let's see.
Right. I do believe that we can begin. Now, be so kind as to state your first and last names, age, and place of birth, please.
My name is Kate Walker. I was born in New York, and I'll be 30 this year.
Good, miss. Up until now, my device would seem to corroborate what you say.
You're using a lie detector?
It's procedure. Please stop worrying and talk to me instead of your friends and family. Are you on good terms with them? Do I need to repeat?
No, I cut off with them. I haven't had any news from my mother for weeks. And Dan, my fiancé, left me for my best friend Olivia.
You seem to be basking in this chaos and anarchy, Miss Walker. Is this inclination for disorder connected to this Hans Vorarlberg and Oscar? You spoke about them at length while you were delirious.
Oscar was an automaton and Hans Vorarlberg was the person who made him. We became friends, and I went with them on a long journey through Europe. There you have it.
To be honest, what I'm interested in, Miss Walker, is that during your travels you were in contact with the Youkol people. The nomads who brought you here to Velzembor. In your opinion, what should we fear from such a primitive tribe of savages who understand neither law nor border? Refusing civilization and settlement. Do I need to repeat the question?
I think, Doctor, that the Youkols live in harmony with nature, time, and space. They have no real reason to change the way they live.
See if
Now,
this
that is an
keeps
example
us.
of typical American idealism. Maybe you should go back to New York right away. I'm sure your brilliant ideas will be justly appreciated there.
His teeth are kind of disgusting, aren't they?
I see. In a way, your silence is quite answer enough, Miss Walker. So you intend to continue your journey through our country. A hazardous undertaking with neither goal nor destination. Pity for a brilliant New York attorney who seemed to have a gleaming future.
That's not for you to decide, Doctor. For the rest, I think I've demonstrated throughout this interview that I present no psychological after effects from my injuries. I would therefore like you to authorize my release now.
Of course, of course. Do calm down, Miss Walker.
I'm sorry, but I'm not used to being interrogated like this.
Some years ago, I would have interrogated you in a very different manner, Miss Walker. I grant that I may still feel some nostalgia for the
I'm sure he did.
Very last representatives of a world that is fast disappearing, Miss Walker. A disordered world that no one will miss. This key is much like you, unstructured and uncontrollable. If you're able to find a way to use it to leave this floor, then you shall have proved that you are permanently cured.
I would like to get my things back before I leave.
You will find them there.
So, someone was asking if this is a Telltale game. It is not. It's a game from a French studio called Microds. This is the third game in the Syberia series, Syberia 3. It's been a very long time since Syberia 2. It's finally here. It has been delayed a couple of times, and I'm playing it on PC. This is a review copy. So, maybe I can't do this now that he's looking. So, and this is Kate Walker, and so it's not a Telltale game, and in many ways, it does have some similarities. Okay, so I need to pick up her clothes. I wasn't paying attention there. So let's see. There we go.
Turn around.
I'm not sure why he had to turn around when she's putting on her jacket. Okay, let's see. Alright, so we need to use the key, but I think we should say goodbye to our friend before that. Friend Kirk. Alright, so I'll actually, as people come in, I'll try and remember to let you know that we are playing a game called Syberia 3, and it's made by the French studio called Microids, and it's been a long time since Syberia 2. I played the first one a very long time ago and didn't leave. Oh, is he not?
Can you hear me? No luck. Well, I'll let him sleep for now.
Okay, maybe once we've solved that puzzle, he will wake up. So the puzzle is at the elevator, I think. There's something there by the fountain. Let's see what that is. So we can't control the camera. We probably need to go back to that. Let's see. I'm figuring out the game as well, so alright, so we just get to see the fountain. And while I say it's a puzzle game, it's a point and click, but it's also it's a little bit modernized, so I wouldn't say it's super classic. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, alright, so I see. figure out how this works. I think this needs to go there. Yeah, this one needs to go there. Or there? No. This one needs to go here. So, no, I want it to go a little bit. This is fiddly. Okay. No, a little bit more that side. Did it align itself where it's supposed to be? Yeah, I think it did. Alright, that one's in the right place. Oh yeah, we had that one in the right place. And the next one. This the final one? I think this should be it. Alright.
But
What on earth's wrong, Miss Walker?
I don't understand. The key. It didn't work.
I did warn you, you know. You can't be at all well enough yet to deserve to be released already.
Ah, what a tricky bastard.
Do I need to repeat the question? I'm beginning to lose patience. Answer me, please.
But what do I have to do?
Why don't you go back and have a lie down in your room so you can continue your convalescence?
Bastard.
But look at me. I feel fine. You have to let me go.
Impossible, Miss Walker. The rule is very clear. Only those patients who are capable of opening the door may leave this floor.
Sounds legit.
I'm beginning to lose patience.
Right. Since you won't help me, I want to speak with your superior, Dr. Olga.
You can do that when she comes by to see you for her daily visit. But please don't count on me to disturb her before then.
Alright. So I think we need to find an alternative way to go up.
Find out where it comes from.
Alright. Ah, this is cool.
I already know that everything works here. Let's check the key. These holes, it looks like something's been removed from the key. No doubt about it, my key's been deliberately damaged. I need to find a perfect copy if I want to be able to repair it.
Mm-hmm.
The light, the wind, the heat. I can still feel it all. I dream of it every night.
Go hold your head under the ice water in the fountain, Nikita. That'll clear up your damn headaches.
Not his time. This isn't a normal headache. It's like a pile of rusty nails rattling in my skull.
Have you
Well, that's
seen
you
the
settled
mammoths
then.
too? Go
Did you
tell the
speak to
staff
Madame
that way.
Olga
Maybe they'll.
about
It doesn't seem like
And if
he's
you
any
see
help.
Dragons too.
Let's look around in Dr. Mengelet's room. Is there anything we can examine in here?
Uh-huh.
For a very secure hospital, they're not keeping good check on their... Alright, so let's see. Ah, here we go. Alright, so it needs a little knob there.
I see. According to the picture, there's a pin missing. I need to find a way to fix it. But how am I
Right.
going to manage it?
Well, you're a lawyer. Sue their asses. Alright. So... I'm gonna guess that they're not keeping everything in the one and the same place here. So let's get out there and see where we can find this little knob. This little pin. Hey, those guys were playing checkers or chess. Maybe that's one of the pieces. I don't know.
Ah, Kate.
Nope.
Kate Walker.
It wasn't that.
How's it going? Kind of down.
Well, I had a problem.
At least there's some new dialogue here.
I bet you went and flunked Dr. Mongoling's test, right? But don't go flipping out over it, Kate Walker. I could never figure out how I was supposed to pass those damn tests either.
I did fine in the interview, and he gave me the key to the exit. The problem is, I can't open the door. It doesn't work.
Sometimes things just aren't obvious around here. I gotta tell you, Kate Walker. Leon, who is a lot sneakier than me. A few years ago, he got through the interview okay, and also actually got that damn key from the doctor.
Yeah, but I never got the damn door open. Same as you.
There's something really wrong with this place. That weird interview we have to go through doesn't surprise you? And all of that just to get a key that doesn't open anything?
Dr. Olga told us lots of times, Kate Walker. In this place, talking bad about the protocol is proof you're really sick.
Yeah, Dr. Olga knows what she's doing, and you can really trust her. When we're better, our minds will be able to understand how the key works, you see?
That's not very helpful. Where could they have hidden the This doesn't really help us, does it? Let's see where else we can go. Can we go behind here, maybe? Sweet.
Automaton birds?
Automaton birds.
Let's try something else.
I don't think we have what we need there.
The birds in the aviary are beautiful. My mother would have absolutely loved them. She loved birds. Always did. Up to the end.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna need to find a key there to the birds. Get in with the birds. See if Kirk's woken up. Maybe he can provide us with some clues, some help, assistance. Who knows? So yeah, this is a review copy of the game. It's not officially released yet. We are playing the Steam version of it, so
How are you, Kate Walker? Is your departure from the clinic imminent?
I'm afraid not.
alright, let's see what he's got to say.
What's wrong?
I have to use a kind of key to open a door and finally get out of this place. It's a kind of a test, you know?
Why am I playing with controller? It was actually recommended to play with a controller, strangely enough. And it's not your sort of traditional point and click where you... Well, I mean, you can play with mouse and keyboard as well, but it's quite clearly designed as a console game as well. So it worked perfectly well with a controller, and I think...
What's wrong?
I think it's up to you what you want to do, actually.
Well, nothing to say?
The proof is building up. First there's that key which doesn't work, and that bed you're trapped in, and your missing prosthesis.
It's true that I've been very weak since I began Madame Olga's treatment. But she says that it's normal. She calls it temporary secondary effects.
We really need to get out of here, Kirk.
Unfortunately, I cannot undertake the long migration of the ostriches without the mechanical leg, Kate Walker. But you, on the other hand, you can leave.
But how?
Show me the model of the key you told me about. I'm just waiting for the model of your key. Show me the model of the key instead, please.
Oh, okay. I need to show the pamphlet.
That's what I thought. With this, my tribe's smith should be able to repair your key. If, of course, you find a way to get it to him.
I doubt they have a postal service here.
Go onto the balcony. Our shaman's messenger is never very far. I use it to communicate with my people. You can give it the key. It'll take it to my tribe's smith.
Got it. Thank you so much, Kirk.
All right, how handy. Yes, I think this is a game that is perfectly playable from the comforts of your couch. And it's coming out on Xbox and PS4 as well right now, and it's coming out on Nintendo Switch this spring sometime. They haven't put the release date out. I think it's out on in just a few days. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying about the voice acting. It takes a little getting used to.
This must be Valsambor. Kirk told me about.
And the lip sync is not ideal. It makes it look a little bit old, if you will. But I think for this kind of game,
Hey you, Birdie, I've got something for you.
all right, so we need to get him over here. So let's see, what's that? Do we need to get something to lure the bird in? Let's see. That would make sense. Is there something here that we can use? Let's see.
Kirk's tribe's camp, I guess.
Alright, so...
Hey there, that's it. Come on, come here.
Well, he's not feeling it. So we need to get something for him. Let's see, talk to him.
About that bird, Kirk. I must be doing something wrong. It won't come to me when I call it.
It's true that the old owl is a bit of a lunatic. Have you tried to get it to land on the balcony?
No, but I don't see what I can use for that.
Look around the yard, Kate Walker. You may find something that might interest the board.
Why not? I'll give it a shot. Thank you for your help, Kirk.
Look around the yard. Got something here. Food. That's not very helpful. Um, See if we can talk to this guy again.
Yeah. Anton fell asleep in the middle of the game again.
So he's moved out there. Something's happened. What does that mean? Alright, we got the key. I'm guessing that's the key to the key to the aviary? Or what is it? Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can find out. Yes, I think you're absolutely right. It's not really a AAA game, and that's or a budget of a AAA game, if you will. So we shouldn't expect it to have AAA production values. But I think it's doing such a nice job that you kind of tend to look at the little things that aren't all perfect, kind of doing the game a little bit of a disservice, maybe. See if we can use that key there. And yeah, it seems to work. So let's get a bird then. I suppose we're meant to take a bird. Makes sense to get a bird with a bird, right? But yeah, I agree. I saw the last trailer and I was also a little bit worried. I think the game does a better job of sort of cushioning where the things are not sort of top notch. All right. So let's use the bird. But I'm actually enjoying this quite a lot. So you know, it's not like I'm criticizing it for not being perfect in terms of lip sync and stuff like that. I realized that that's probably not an area that made sense for them to put their limited budget to use on. What a disappointment. It's got a little backpack. That is brilliant. Alright. So, I wonder how quickly the smith can work.
The owl flew away with the key, Kirk.
That's good news, Kate Walker. Now we only need...
Kirk. What's wrong?
Dr. Olga's treatment.
Kirk, can you hear me?
That's...
Calm down. No need to be alarmed, Miss Walker.
You're Dr. Olga, I suppose.
We weren't expecting you to awaken for another few days, Miss Walker. This is surprising, truly. If I had known, I would have come by earlier in the day to assist you in your return to the world of the waking.
Unlike poor Kirk here, I have no need of help. I am very well, thank you.
Fainting is a secondary effect inherent in the treatment, Miss Walker. Nothing more. In medicine, despite any discomfort, protocol must be respected.
Oh, you mean that horrible mechanical bed where that poor boy is waiting for a prosthesis that never comes? That's protocol? And I suppose the same is true for the absurd interrogation I had to go through.
You seem to have developed a singular paranoia since you came out of the coma. When we get the chance, I'll look into it. But for now, I'm going to ask you to please leave. I have to administer the next stage of the treatment to your young friend.
She certainly has the look of
Well,
an
Miss
evil,
Fine, I'm leaving.
evil
I hope
doctor.
all this is gonna help him.
Well then, I can't imagine why you might think the opposite, Miss Walker.
How is he?
Your young friend is reacting to the treatment very well. Everything is fine. He's resting.
I wonder how that sort of
Well, goodbye, Doctor.
how that influences things, because I had an
I'll
option
come
there.
by and see you very soon, Miss Walker. Don't worry.
Her voice didn't really match her look either, I think. Let's go back in there and see. Alright. See if
What
he's...
on earth could that quack have injected him with?
Alright, Birdie back. Alright. Got a working key.
Kate Walker.
Kirk! How do you feel?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
Alright.
You can't stay like this, Kirk. I've got to find some way to get you out of that damn machine.
You'll be putting yourself in danger for nothing, Kate Walker.
I played about an hour. I got an hour to go.
I'm too weak to go back to my people. And anyway, I need my mechanical prosthesis to undertake the Great Ostrich Migration.
So what do you want me to do? I'm not going to leave you in the hands of that crazy Olga.
The best thing, Kate Walker, is for you to go alone. And if you really want to help me, once you are outside, go to Valsambor and try to recover my prosthesis from the craftsman. If you bring it back to me, Dr. Zamiatin will put it on, and I will be able to go back to my tribe.
Can we trust Dr. Zamiatin? I'm not so sure when I see what this clinic is like.
The man has always been a friend to the Youkols, and I'm sure he'll be able to help you leave the hospital and find the craftsman in Valsambor.
Okay. I promise to come back as soon as I can with your prosthesis, Kirk. Until then, hang in there.
Thank you, Kate Walker. And may the spirits be with you.
Alright. I think it's time to get out. Let's see if we can get this to work now. Alright, straightforward enough. got an achievement for that.
No way I'm going back upstairs.
No, we just got out, so we do not want to go back there. Let's see if we can get in here. No. Alright. My Russian is a little bit rusty.
If it's for a regular checkup, the doctor's offices are behind the reception area.
Alright, so I think we need to go look for that doctor that was supposedly going to help us. Alright, here's a scary looking set of twins.
Service until further notice.
Ah, hello, Miss Walker. How very delightful to see you up and about. Even if I really have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. Our dear Dr. Olga painted a far darker picture of your current state of health.
She would, wouldn't she?
I don't want to say anything bad about someone you seem to appreciate, Dr. Zamiatin, but quite frankly, Dr. Efimova worries me.
Ah, and why is that?
She and her associate, Dr. Mangling, put me through a real interrogation. They're also keeping Kirk, the young Youkol, prisoner, attached to his bed. Not to mention the psychological grip she seems to have on everybody here.
Listen to me, Miss Walker. I know that waking up after a prolonged period in a coma is difficult. In such a context, anxiety attacks are very normal.
I do kind of tend to like this character design.
Please, do not project it onto Dr. Olga. I'm not getting any younger, you know, and running this clinic is a very heavy burden. The last few years, Olga has shown she is capable of assisting me. I have every faith in her.
But...
The subject is closed, Miss Walker.
It's not gonna be that easy.
Tell me about that pendant you have around your neck. I must admit I noticed it as soon as you walked in. What is the problem, Miss Walker?
it belonged to Oscar, a friend who passed away.
I understand, Miss Walker. I myself have borne the weight of grief for decades now. Wearing a token from someone dear to you is a natural thing.
Dr. Zamiatin, I promised Kirk I'd go to the craftsman in Valsambor and bring back his mechanical prosthesis. The poor boy has been waiting for it for ages, so I'd like to try to speed up the process. Would you tell me how to get there?
Now there's a truly noble initiative, Miss Walker. I asked my clockmaker friend Simon Steiner to manufacture the young Youkol's mechanical prosthetic leg. He's a capable craftsman and ingenious. You'll find him in his workshop, near the Valsambor port. I imagine he must almost be finished with his work by now. He makes amazing things. You'll see.
Can you authorize my release so that I can see Dr. Steiner? Unfortunately, I've been told that the clinic is in lockdown.
Mr. Steiner.
You'll have to ask Dr. Olga, Miss Walker. She signed the current order to lock our establishment down. She's in charge of giving out the passes.
Oops.
This book should answer any of the questions you may have about our Youkol's friends. Farewell and bon voyage, Miss Walker.
How many ostrich migrations have you seen?
This is the third one. I'm lucky to have seen so many of them. It's a rare spectacle. Believe me, the great herd of ostriches accompanied by the Youkols, doomed to blindly follow their animals wherever they happen to roam. And they don't care about countries, wars, and borders.
You seem to like the Youkols, Dr. Zamiatin.
They are a fascinating people, you know, and such astonishing medicine infused with shamanism. Without which, no doubt, you would have never arrived in this clinic alive, Miss Walker.
I get the impression that the Youkols aren't much liked around here.
Indeed. It would seem that most of the inhabitants of Valsambor are now quite hostile towards them. This wasn't the case a while back, you know. When I was young, the migration of the snow ostriches was an event widely welcomed with open arms in Valsambor.
Why the change in attitude?
Our region was actually somewhat devastated 20 years ago. Dramatic events changed the way people viewed the world. The people turned inward on themselves. They are less welcoming. And the fact that the Youkols have been stuck here, next to Lake Valsambor for several weeks, hasn't helped.
Why did the Youkols ask you to heal Kirk?
On each of their migrations, the Youkol shamans and I have exchanged medical knowledge. Their trance therapy and materia medica have provided astounding results for my patients affected by psychological afflictions. In exchange, I do what I can to take care of those injured that they can't heal using their traditional medicine. Like, that poor boy who lost his leg.
It's really necessary for me to ask Olga's permission to leave? You're the director of this clinic, after all.
Olga is my right-hand woman. I can't keep her uninvolved in current matters, Miss Walker. She is also currently your doctor. You should really talk with her about it. She isn't as evil as you seem to believe. You'll find her in her office, most probably.
Gotta go face Olga. Open documents. Let's see. Read. How do we? Not quite sure how to pages with the left stick. Oh, trying to get this to work. Wish I could just... I wonder if there's anything that I need to know here, or if it's just for background. Very nice. Alright, that's all there was to it, so I guess we'll see whether we need that or not as we progress through the game. Interesting choice of art. It's like an Arabian horse race. Is this Olga's store?
The American is awake. You must hurry, Colonel.
How is she doing?
Fine, apparently. She is docile for the moment. This may not last too much longer, I'm afraid.
Oops.
And what about the tribe of nomads?
Just like the past 2 years, Lake Valsambor hasn't frozen over, so the herd can't cross the ice. They're stuck here. And also, their young guide is still in our... If everything goes as planned, soon the Youkols will have no choice but to go back home. Especially as I have a plan to speed things up.
Alright, she doesn't seem very nice.
There's also the American detective colonel. He should be arriving soon.
Let him meet with Miss Walker if that's what he wants to do. No point alarming him just yet. But when all is said and done, we're the ones who are handling the young woman's case. No American is going to come here and tell us what to do.
Alright, I think we need to forge our release papers.
What? Where did she go?
I think she... Yeah, she went... Alright, that's... Okay, so we got... Oops. Doesn't sound very good. Colonel. Alright. Seems like we're in a world of trouble.
Hello, Miss Efimova. I'm here to see you two. Kate Walker, it really is you. What a coincidence. I've been looking for you for weeks.
Mr. Cantin, I presume?
I see that my reputation precedes me. Miss Efimova must have told you I was coming.
No, I just now learned of your existence, Mr. Cantin. A while ago, my employer in New York informed me that he was going to stick a detective on my back.
I don't like to boast, but I'm the best detective on the East Coast. Never a problem with me. I've been asked to bring you back home safe and sound, Miss Walker. I should be in Baltimore in a few hours. You've got...
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Cantin. I'm sure that finding me hasn't been easy.
Oh my God. You have no idea.
I'm afraid this might upset you, but I'm not planning on going back to the United States for the moment, Mr. Cantin.
To be honest, you don't really have a choice. The U.S. Justice Department is looking for you, and I even have an international arrest warrant.
Yes, I've got a question here on Twitch. I also get the feeling that it's quite linear, but there have been a couple of choices, so...
Embezzlement! Apparently you took off with sale of the clockwork toy factory in Vorarlberg. And you took advantage of the seller's senility. You're even suspected of being responsible for the death of one of them, a Mr. Hans Vorarlberg, the last heir authorized to sign contracts with the company you represented. That's not negligible. You know, Miss Walker.
This is completely ridiculous. And as far as I know, you aren't authorized to represent the Justice Department in this country. You're just a detective. So you'll have to put up with it, Mr. Cantin. I'm not going back to New York with you. So leave me alone.
Wait, Miss Walker. Please be reasonable.
Goodbye, Mr. Cantin.
Let's go find that Olga lady. Okay. This is a puzzle. Okay, so we need to find, presumably, okay, so this is also a puzzle. Let's see if we can figure this one out. I'm gonna guess that that's the way we want it. Okay, see how this is. So I think one of the reasons why they actually recommend the controller is the fact that the game, a lot of this is very sort of tactile, sort of like playing Heavy Rain, something. So you move these puzzles with the analog sticks. So I think that is actually, let's unlock this one. Big head. No, we need a smaller head. Smaller head. No, this looks weird. No, it was right. Correct. Alright, so there we see it's blue, blue, green, red, red. Alright, so let's see if we can get that. Blue, blue, green, red, red. Blue, blue. Blue, blue. Green, was it? I think so. And red. See if I remember this correctly. Let's go back. Ah, there we go. All right. Not quite sure. Not quite sure why we want to find this Olga person. We quite.
Hurry up.
Yes, Doctor. Whatever I can. Get this damn tap open in the end. You'll see. Ah. Ah. That's it.
Well, that should convince the Youkol scum to strike camp and go back where she came from. Come on, Helmet. Let's not hang about here.
Yes, of course, Dr.
Not only are they evil, they are polluting. That's quite alarming. So I think we need to close those taps up, or we could light a match and see what happens. Nope, I think so. Let's see.
An old gas can, empty.
Could be useful. We might need to get some of that greasy oil in.
What a catastrophe.
Yep. You could even call it a disaster. Well, let's see if we can avert this madness. Nope, not here. Not here.
This thing is stuck.
I'm assuming we need to solve this somehow. There we go.
You've got to be kidding. I have to get rid of this chain. Fast.
Yeah. Nope. Think we need something else, maybe?
What a catastrophe.
No, that's the same thing. Let's see. No, we don't have any other option than that.
This thing is stuck.
Let's see what else we can find. Gonna venture a guess and say there's... Let's see here, what is this?
Too dangerous without some kind of receptacle underneath.
Some kind of... I mean, she is a lawyer, so that is of course why she's using this sort of language, but it's quite entertaining. Alright, so what's that? Full gas can. Alright, so we can blow stuff up now. That won't budge. Let's gonna see if there's anything else around here that we could use. Oh, that's just a dead end. Can we use that on the... I'm not sure that that a gas can will let us get the boat on. Possibly blow things up, maybe. I doubt that this is true. This is... Or? We're getting some loading at least, so see what happens. Oh, it was something. Oh, it's corrosive stuff. We're taking a boat ride, it seems, along a river of greasy oil. I would like to have some oars, though. Some paddles. Something to help us navigate this creepy cavern. Gotta say I'm enjoying it this far. It's got some very interesting things and themes, and it's a bit different. Smooth ride. Oops. That's not good. But, you know, seems everything's gonna be alright. So, I suppose we will now find our way to Valsambor and yes, she seems to be capable of leading the boat. Steering it with her body weight or something. But here we are with the Youkols, so...
Miss Catwalk, help please! Quickly, or all ostrich is lost.
Alright.
Engenemuk. Tuk. Bikolet. Miss Kitwalk. Senbenu tuk. Minimir Buru.
Alright.
My God, what happened to that poor ostrich?
Ostriches want drink very bad water, tuk. When ostrich is thirsty. And ostrich is not smart, Miss Kitwalk. She lako, tuk. Head hard like hard rock.
Try to hold them back as long as possible. There must be a way to filter the river water.
Yep.
Miss Kitwalk, go quickly.
Miss Kate Walker.
Hello, ma'am.
You remember me, Miss Kate Walker. Me, ayahuasca. Great Youkol shaman. Me go there and find you somewhere there in the world of the spirits.
So you're the one I owe my life to, Madame Ayahuasca. It's you who cared for me before taking me to the doctors in the Valsambor clinic. I don't know how I can ever thank you.
Tuk, girl. Miss Kate Walker go clean river water right up there. Since she traveled long time in magic world, spirits now her friends. They will show her the right path.
Very well. If you say that the spirits are going to give me a hand, I'll try to do that.
The spirits will give us a hand. If this is the way to walk. At least we got out of that insane asylum. That's a plus. Alright, so it seems we can't go down to the river there.
Ladies and gentlemen of the spirit world, if you want to show me the way, now's the time.
On perfect cue. Spirit worlds. Suppose this is where we should filter things out. The dam.
Just had to ask, I guess.
So I suppose we're supposed to cut off the dam so the water doesn't reach them or something like that. Let's see what it says here.
This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam.
Alright.
I have to find a way to use this dam to filter the diesel. I have to try.
Okay. Alright, so trying to figure out how these levers work. Okay, so that's what? Okay, so we need to find that sweet spot. Alright, so that moves it in the wrong direction. Yeah, it's a little bit back. Does it filter it now?
This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam.
Probably being a little bit stupid now. So we need to shut that one as well, I guess. Alright, so that didn't work. How about doing this then? Okay, so now they're all set in that sense. I'm really not getting this puzzle. If I'm being dumb here. No, it's just flowing from up there.
This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam.
The water is flowing.
I have to find a way to use this dam to filter the diesel. I have to try.
Oh, okay. I've been very stupid. So the idea is that since the diesel will flow on top of the water, maybe if we just allow the bottom water in, how does that do things?
This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam.
Or is it? Think I'm being dumb on purpose. So maybe if we open them up so that, let's see. Okay, so we need to sort of open this one up. And this one maybe. No. Let's see if we don't have that one open. Yeah, I'm being a bit daft here, but we'll have to. Okay. Well, I hope you're enjoying my escapades here. Let's see. I'm guessing I need to find that green spot where I suppose. Come on. Not too many combinations here. Maybe I'm gonna have to be systematic about it soon. No. Let's see if we move this one, maybe. No. And open that one. No, it's not enough. Then this one then? No, it's the wrong way. But maybe if we do this one then, it'll be just right. Nope. Maybe this one will be just right. Nope. Okay, so hey, there's a little guy there. Okay, let's try and not open all the ones except for the big one. That's not enough. No. This is embarrassing. It's taking me ages to figure this out. So we need to have the big one open. That's for sure. And then it's just a matter of which one to add. Add this one, it gets a little bit too much. We add this one. Gets a little bit too much. We add this one. It's not enough. I wonder if there's anything that I should do before this. Let's see if I can.
Gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam.
Is there anything I'm missing here? Is there anything I should have done before this? I don't think so. I think I'm just being stupid here. Is the dam to filter the water? Yes. I realize that that's what I'm supposed to do.
This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam.
Alright. See if we can figure this out. Could it be like a if we open them in a different order, do something else? I think so. I think they seem to do exactly the same thing. It's now we're down there. We need to open it up. I mean, how I would do it just be like this. It's filtering, right? Looks like we're inside as well. But there's no sort of satisfying, hey, we solved this. I know. Let's back out and see if we can just get away with it. Up until now, every puzzle that I've solved Alright. There's someone trying to help me on Twitch. Use the bottom one. One more time to the right. Okay. Use the bottom one. Can you move it multiple times? Have I missed that? Oh. Alright, let's see. Let's go back and see if it helped them. But I'm sure that there should be like a prompt saying, hey, you solved it. I'll see. We'll see. Maybe this is the solution, maybe not. The water looks fine though. I think. Alright. Doesn't sound like...
Please, Miss Catwalk.
Quickly, or all ostrich is lost.
Alright, so we did not solve it. No, I didn't think we did. There's probably a diagram. Yeah, there was the diagram next to the gauge there. Couldn't quite figure out what that meant though. But we'll go back there and we'll see what it means. We'll figure it out. If it's the last thing I do on the stream. Well, it is gonna be the last thing I do on the stream. I wish I could run. Let's check the diagram. See what it means. There's not a terrible amount of different. I mean, it's just 4 knobs that can be in 2 positions each. So it's not like it's
This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam. This gauge is obviously for
yeah, but I want. Okay, yeah, we need to go up there to see it up close. Let's see. There we go. So it seems to suggest the 2 middle ones open. Let's see if that's the case. Or is it the 2 middle ones closed? See, I'm getting some assistance here on Twitch. Bottom closed. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. But that is what I'm doing right now, isn't it? Let's just close the 2 and see that everything is closed. Alright, so now everything is closed. Open this one, and then let's see if we can open this one. No. So let's see if we, if we do the opposite then. Which doesn't really make sense, does it? No. Let's have a look again. I mean, I can't read it any other way. Maybe there's something in the village. Yeah. Well, what would that be? Trying to figure this out. Maybe if we open this one first. And then this one. Don't think the order should matter though. Alright, I'm getting more tips here. That's the strategy I've used though. So this is too much. And this one was the one that's sort of like you can see I just want to nudge that little thing a little bit. But yeah, it needs to be the second from the bottom. Yeah, so you can see it doesn't stick in sort of a mid position. Or does it? Yes, it does. Okay, so I think we have a solution here. Let's open this one up. See. Alright, so someone very smart came up with a solution here. Well, let's see if maybe we can put this in the middle as well. Maybe this one in the middle. Need to get it back a little bit. No. Too much. Okay, so alright, let's put this one on full tilt and see what happens if we close this. No. And close this. That's too much. Doesn't do anything. The back. Now the gauges is stuck. Is it? I think I need to see what this one does. Like that. Maybe then. There we go. It just took me about 20 minutes. But I suppose I should have figured out that you could put them on half as well. But I don't understand how that diagram worked. But yeah, this is the end of the live stream. I'm happy that I've succeeded in finishing this little epic watermill dam puzzle. It's always satisfying to walk away a winner. But that's the thing with these kind of games. Like sometimes a puzzle is a little. It does take a little. You have to sort of look around a little bit, fiddle around a little bit, and it takes a little time. So you got to witness me doing just that here and now, and that's perfectly fine because that is what a game like Syberia 3 is all about. And I'm just gonna leave you with the payoff for finishing that. The happy Youkols. I hope they're happy now. Yeah. Let's see.
Thank you for saving Great Herd.
Shh. See if we continue. If we get to talk to. Was this the lady?
First guide not come back here. Now all water poisoned. Not good signs.
Bairla, Miss Ketwalk. Thanks you and spirits. Ostriches saved.
Be careful all the same, Mr. Barut. The dam filtering the water may not hold very long.
Sa.
Why wouldn't it hold?
Move fast to make sure Ostrich is safe. But not possible without Kirk. Him our guide.
I just came from the clinic. Kirk and I shared a room.
Sa. How going, Kirk?
He's fine. Don't worry, Mr. Barut.
Took. So why him not come back with you?
It's taking a while to finish his artificial leg. It would seem.
No,
All right.
Youkols cannot leave here. So ostriches want continued journey without Youkols. Can't keep ostriches here very long. Ostriches cross Lake Valsambor alone. And then eaten by lake spirits. Tuk.
The ostriches crossing the lake, so that has to be a part of the migration?
Tuk tuk. Baranur, on other side of lake, is path of sacred plains. Ostriches lay eggs in hot sand on sacred plains. But lake, not anymore frozen, so not be able cross.
Listen, Mr. Barut, do your best to calm your ostriches while I go to Valsambor. I promised Kirk to go get his prosthesis and bring it back to
All
him.
right.
Bartla tuk. Miss Ketwalk, you friend of Youkols.
I'm going to speak with the shaman now.
Ayahuasca will be very happy. See Miss Ketwalk. She go with you and around you a lot in world of spirits, so they free you. You not die because of her.
All right. We got a little. I think that is our cue. We're not gonna finish the game, obviously. We've played over our 2-hour slot with a little bit. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. As someone was mentioning on Twitch, right at the beginning of the stream, that launch trailer sort of had me a little bit worried because it just didn't come off very good. I think the game itself does a much better job of putting things together. Yeah, it has some beauty marks, but I think that is perfectly fine. This is, it's probably it's not a AAA budget basically. So yeah, you gotta take that in consideration. And things like the lip sync, I think the voice acting in certain places feels like they've opted for the wrong type of the wrong actor, if you will, because the voices don't really match the faces on screen. At the same time, there's a personality to that I'm not totally object to. So this has been me playing Microids Syberia 3, saving Miss Walker from her incarceration there, and finally getting the damn to work as it should, filtering that goo out of the ostrich's drinking water. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play this game. Syberia 3 is due out very soon. I'm just gonna check that out for you. Let's see if I can see. I can see when it's out. It's coming out today, actually. It should be out right now, actually. So, hopefully you can all play. If you want to play it, you can play it now. But yeah, this has been me playing Syberia 3, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you again tomorrow, because I will be playing Warhammer 40K, should say, Dawn of War 3. So that's another big PC game that I'm playing. Of course, this one is also out on consoles, but playing some PC games this week, live streaming for you guys. And I'll catch you tomorrow, Dawn of War 3.